Working as a loan officer, I get a lot of requests to create an estimate of a transaction. And when I'm on the go away from my desk, it's hard to get precise and accurate numbers. So I use Real Estimate. I can click in here and I'll hit create new. Let's get my purchase restored first. I hit create new. And then I can give this a name, or I could just use the default name. I'll say Mr. Baker. Well, let's type better than that. Mr. Baker, 350K purchase price. And it is a purchase. I'll continue. This one will say is Pennsylvania. I have the states that I work in set up here. And we'll say it's a conventional transaction based on what I know about Mr. Baker. I'm going to make it a 350K purchase price. And I know from conversations with him, he's putting 20% down. And so no need for that. Calculates my down payment, calculates my loan amount. I can change that here if I wanted to, make this a different. If he told me I want to put $50,000 down, we can just put the dollar down payment and it'll recalculate the down payment percentage. But again, I'm going back to a 20% down. There's no upfront MI here. If there was, then I can make that adjustment. If I change product to FHA, then it's going to load the default MI factors for FHA. Or like if I go VA, then it's going to load the default factors there. There's obviously a couple qualifying questions that you need when you're doing VA. Same for USDA. So, but back to my conventional estimate. And let's see, we're going to get rid of that upfront MI now. And so good. So we're 20% down on 350. It's a 280 loan amount. I can switch to my optimal blue if I need to get accurate pricing. I know from talking to him yesterday that we're at 2875. The market hasn't done much since then. If I needed MI, I could go here, and I have this connected to Radian, so I can work here to get accurate MI on the go. And then down at the bottom of the page, I can hit back to Real Estimate, come back here and input what I get from the Radian, and it'll keep that Radian quote going. So if I flip back and forth between the two apps, I don't lose what I was working on there. It's loaded at default 1% PA transfer tax there, so that's good. And they told me over the phone that the taxes are $4,500, and for homeowners insurance, I'm just going to use $1,000. So just a solid assumption there. No HOA fee on this one. Other I would use for if it's flood or something like that. No seller's assist, not in this market. And no discount fee is required, no lender credit. So I'm good there. No second mortgage. If there was a second mortgage, I could flip that, enter a loan amount, etc. But basically, I've got what I need here to move to a draft. Now, once I'm in the draft, I can review everything. And if I'm in here and I see, I don't like that closing fee, even though I'm using that as a default number, I think it's going to be more like that. I can make that change on the fly. I also don't think he's going to have an abstract fee. Transfer tax looks right. Recording is probably more like $355, which I can set those defaults in the preferences, but I also have the ability to review here, and make any changes I need to on the fly. Those escrows look good. I've got the real estate broker service fee in there for the agent. Owner's title, that all looks good. Total fees, my prorations and reimbursements, I want to account for something there. Then it calculates cash to close, everything they owe, purchase price, closing costs, reimbursements to the seller, all that's $365, $308. And then everything they're credited with, which right now is just the loan amount. We could say they're doing a $5,000 deposit, and now they're $285 in credits. So that makes estimated cash close of $80,308. Principal, interest, insurance, taxes, no mortgage insurance on this one. So I'm good to go. I can preview the final PDF, which this is a pretty nice output. So it says it's a PA purchase, 20% down conventional, 30 years, $4,500 in taxes, 1% transfer tax. everything due from the borrower, everything paid by the borrower. Calculate the cash close at $80,308, monthly payment $1,620. They can go to page 2 and see a breakdown of all those line items. And then I can hit share, and I can send to Mr. Baker at gmail.com. And in this case, I'll send that to myself. And I hit send. Oh, let's give that a name. $350. Okay, purchase price. And that's a wrap. That'll save that. So if I need to go back to it and make more edits, I can. You can see it's right there, Mr. Baker. So if I had to go back into that one, I can. And you've got preferences and subscription options. There's defaults, the default values in here that you can set, and a lot of dynamic capabilities there. So